as we move into the game, folks. Without further ado, we'll be kicking off Vertigo and taking a look at these odds. 1.3 to 3.4. So Eternal Fire, definitely your favourites, no doubt about that. I said it at the start. As I say, the Veto doesn't massively favour them, though. That Fnatic matchup that I mentioned as well was actually close. 16-13 and 16-11, so definitely credit to be given there. But as we get into Pistol, Eternal Fire on their T side. Very, very slow stuff. They're even wary taking ramp control because they didn't take it at the very start of the round. They're worried that BA could have gone for some aggressive push while shift walking all the way down ramp. It's unlikely, but it's possible. With a minute left to tick. I'm not taking any chances. They'll be mollying sandbags. 3-man stack here towards Ivy, though, is definitely dangerous, but only if you hit your shots. 3 players stacked up there, you'd expect that to be a complete shutdown, and it's not. The Glocks prevail. Only 1 kill found. That was Owner. The rest all crumble. And as the C4 is planted, there's really no way back in here. Native and Krivda haven't got the kit. I'm not sure if there was a kit, but if it was, then it's over towards Ivy, and it's completely unobtainable. Unretrievable as well. Krivda, ooh, does actually push up, finds Woxic, bomb tapped, but still no kit, so I can't imagine they'll be too fussed about it, and they all swing regardless, find the kill, and Eternal Fire, they take it 1-0. Really, really good start. So they move into the second. Eternal Fire. Decent buy. Look at this. 2 AKs, 2 Galils. Scout on Woxic. Wants to get out that sniper as quick as he can. Interesting boost in play as well. Not a boost you see all too often, but it actually gives you a really deep sightline if you're kind of trying to tuck in. It doesn't give you too much of an advantage, to be honest. I'm kind of picking at straws here, but it's interesting. It's an interesting off angle. Krivda over towards the B side of things. It will be the man to take contact. He's got support from a teammate, so he's not on his lonesome. Native's there. 3 of these guys have got 1s instead of I's in their name. I kind of like that. They've got something going. For IMORR, creeping up. Should spot 1. The flashbang, though, he's actually just prioritizing clearing the man backside. Krivda pounces late. They're not really expecting him there. They weren't expecting him to bait his teammate like that. And he does a lot of damage, but only 1 kill found. Tantara's, IMORR, Calyx, they're all low. They're all now potentially deadly to a Desert Eagle. Depends where it hits them. I don't think there's much of a retake opportunity here, though. By the looks of things, it's just going to be exit frags. If Wrinkle and Owner can take an exit, upgrade to a rifle, I think they'll be happy. They'll be on an eco in the next, if not. Wrinkle, even Crosshair at head height as well, despite the fact that 3 of these players are low. He knows that if he can guard their route of exit, then they convert to the bomb, and he can do some serious damage. Only 1, though. No opportunity to retrieve that Galil as Issa swings. The only man with full HP finishes him. And no one exits out CT, so Owner can't do a lot. He does save the Desert Eagle, of course. The Kevlar, the helmet, the smoke that goes with it. We won't see a lot from B8 going into this 3rd round, though. Of course, it's going to be an eco, even with Owner saving that Desert Eagle. They're not going to be forcing around it, especially how last round went. I don't think they really fancy their chances with the pistol force up. They know that Eternal Fire are just too good for that. We saw in our previous series some big mistakes made in eco rounds, and It really did cost them. Zantara's right now, though, taking the close-range duel. Owner on the receiving end of it, but the Deagle does prevail. Remember, the only man with Kevlar, and he's managed to find himself the first kill. Mac 10 obtained 2. Damage onto IMORR. But as Issa starts to work his way round, he's kind of already on B site here. Hasn't been able to hard clear it. He's come to his teammate right now that I've pushed through. There's no one back site, but there could be one close ramp. Victor. Still potential. Issa and CT spawn though, and yeah, Woxic, he's too smart for that. Knows that there's probably someone close, and well, for Issa, it's just about cleanup duty if they try and get in for the retake. To be honest, they've got nothing to save, so I don't see a world where they don't go for the retake here. Owner with such low HP maybe just wants to hold on to his Kevlar and helmet. And maybe they just don't want to feed their opponents right now. Nothing to save, but there's no point in just giving them kills. Native, hoping he can catch out one of these rifles. It's a funky angle he's on. It might work out. There you go. The cover provided allows him to get one, but it's instantly traded. There you go. Comfortable third round here for Eternal Fire. Really, really good start. As I said before, though, my major worry is the fact that, of course, this is Eternal Fire's map pick. They're good on Vertigo, right? They're good on Vertigo. They have a good track record on Vertigo. The next two maps of the series is where it starts to get shaky. As I say, individually, as a team, as players, they are better than BA. They should be able to beat them every day of the week. But so far as a roster, yeah, they haven't played Overpass, not in an official at least. And they have got 2 maps on record on Nuke where they haven't been able to take 9 rounds in either of them. So it's not massively promising. It's definitely worrying. Alex. Clears the close angle, no one's there, and he's not going to aggress any further either. Takes some damage from the nade, though. The T's are being a little sponged up right now. Woxic and Calyx now 1 hits to the head with an M4. It's definitely something you need to be a little cautious of when you're on your T side. With a minute left on this clock, Eternal Fire, they're really taking their time. Playing this very, very slow. Methodical. I like it. They need to make sure they don't time themselves out, though. 4-man stack now over towards this A bomb site, as they've actually taken a little bit of aggressive control towards B, not seen anyone towards the stairs, and said, you know what? It's late round, let's take a gamble stack. This is a very, very important round for B8 to win. If they want to kind of keep in this game, stop the momentum. So much damage dealt early. Look at that. Zantares hasn't even spotted an opponent, and he's already on 22 HP. Ooh, almost connecting. Wrinkle. Maybe a little bit tilted that he hasn't hit that shot, actually, because now the re-peek is very, very dangerous. Luckily, he's got teammates to support, though. They swing, take those key jewels. Hector very, very low on health, but it doesn't matter. 5 seconds left. I said earlier, Eternal Fire taking their time, methodically clearing all the angles is fantastic, but they need to not time themselves out. That's exactly what they've done. 5 seconds left, 3 on 2. One of your opponents is on a slither of HP. It's a winnable round, but not when there's not enough time. Alex, ooh, nice bit of aggression. I'm not really sure what BA are going for there. I mean, I understand the initiative, but they're instantly blinded, and that's it. Round over just from there. Or at least, not round over, but duel over. No way of winning it. Oh no, aggressive over towards ramp. The flash through the smoke actually works really nicely. He takes a lot of damage from Zantares, but he does win the fight. And we're pretty even with Calyx low. Oh no, okay, maybe a little bit lower, but 4 on 4. Still control retained here for B8. An interesting smoke as well. Means that Eternal Fire can't actually ride on that head angle, so you're going to have to be much wider if they want to go for the peak. Without that smoke, they can kind of take these fights, just their scalp poking out. But yeah, they have to creep out a lot further to the left. Good kill from Owner too. Man advantage. Really, really good shot at this retake. The issue is the utility. Only a smoke and a molly. Try and work their way back into this. Owner low HP on the AWP as well, so we won't see him diving in and going for any heroic plays. One kit in play. That's on Wrinkle. They need to keep an eye on that. Owner's going to pop this flash over the top, and off the back of it, they're going to try and play in. Instead, it's actually not the flash. It's a smoke grenade. Somewhat isolates the man in towards the ramp, but Woxic finding the entry. IMORR following up, and to be honest, I'm not sure what B8 are going for now. If they'd have wanted to go for the retake attempt, they had to go for it a lot earlier. They try and dive in with like 10 seconds to spare, and there's just no time. They left it far too late to go for the retake. If they want to go for it, go in early, you've got a shot. If you wait that long, you have to make the save call and just get out of that. Feels like they left it far too late, waiting for that smoke as well from Owner to not only fly through the air, but actually bloom. By the time they went in, they weren't even playing for anything. They were just throwing away their weapons. Now in round number 6, they'll be kicking themselves that they did so because they haven't got a lot behind them. Only pistols, 3 lots of Kevlar, 4 Deagles, a P250. For Woxic. Aggressive around this smoke. Not going to spot anything for now. As he starts to fall back, and they are actually going to funnel over towards B. A flurry of utility to come. Only a single flashbang on Krivda to try and defend. And look at this. That's just the first of lots to come over towards this B-bomb site. Krivda, though, has got the information. He's called for his teammates, and they're going for a hard rotation. They know that with the pistols, they can't really take any chances. They need to just stack up and cross their fingers, fire away, and hope they connect the shot. IMORR with the first. Zantares follows up. And you know what? These Deagles, they're not going to be blessed today. They don't connect for anything. Hector with the P250, recognizing that he's all by himself, has to get the hell out of that. Owner might be able to find himself an exit. Zantares is a little bit on the hunt, and he's fairly low as well. But he finds the kill regardless, takes another hit from the Deagle, so he's now seriously low on health. But it doesn't really matter. They're not really hunting for anything right now either. Hector with a P250. It's all just about the kill count at this point. And getting Zantares out of the site safely as well. They're not just hunting for kills, it's get Zantares out of the site safely. They could have all afforded to sat on the stairs, and yeah, they wouldn't have taken too much damage from the bomb, but for Zantares, they have to get him out to spawn, so it's kind of protect the president in that scenario. 5-1. And we get a wicked cinematic of a cone. Look at that traffic cone. Whoa. Bright orange. Just like the Jewel Berettas demolition from the Vertigo collection. If you play enough Vertigo, you might be lucky enough to get dropped them. They're worth a whole $2. Woxic. That shot's worth more than $2. Beautiful early pick onto Wrinkle. An AWP investment gone to waste. Owner. On the other side of the map, nice bit of aggression there into ramp, and I'm surprised he didn't hear that tag onto Zantares. If he'd have heard that tag, he would have spammed away through that smoke, and it would have been free. It would have been an easy kill and an easy chance to level out the numbers. Instead, I mean, he retains the close control. And he finds the kill off the back of it, to be fair to him. 4-3. Oh, make that a 4 versus 2. Owner still doing damage. Tagged down so low in the initial engagement. 8 HP on his back, but still manages to push through. And he's actually right through the smoke, looking to try and do further damage too. Nice, nice headshot from Calix, though. Does open up the B site with Owner still low on health. I thought they were kind of out of this one in the 4v2 situation, but the B site was left vulnerable. And for B8, they pushed right down ramp as well. So that rotation was either going to be a massive long flank or a really long rotation back through their spawn. For Owner, it is the flank, but he's still low on health, and Calix is somewhat aware of it. Could just deploy the nade now and finish him off. Doesn't want to take that risk, though. Instead, he'll just hold the angle. Knows he'll win this fight if Owner goes for the peak, and, well, it's coming. There you go. Free kill for him. Takes a little bit of damage. He actually doesn't get off the first hit, but... yeah, with Owner being so low, there's just no chance for him. Native now left in the 1-on-2 as Woxic hits another AWP shot. And it's round over. Eternal Fire, they make it 6 against all odds. For B8, that's got to be a real frustrating one. Real teeth grinder. You know, this Twitch chat is just an absolute mosh pit. Last game, it's a nice, calm chat. We only had like 400 viewers. Nice like regional CS. And then you get all the Turkish fans and it just erupts. A couple of people saying the game sounds a little bit low. We'll get that sorted for you. 6-1 though. A much needed timeout from B8. A little bit of a force around that AWP, of course. It's only Desert Eagles, though. Oh, I say only Desert Eagles. Apparently that's all they need. Owner, beautiful headshot. He'll upgrade to the AK. There's no real trade potential. Not yet, at least. Issa might be able to turn it around, and all the timing's just impeccable. But Wrinkle does bounce it back. 3v3. Issa finds one elsewhere. Oh, sorry, IMORR. Not IMORR. Woxic. Woxic finds one elsewhere. Jeez, I'm getting confused. 3-on-3, though. I could smoke from Wrinkle, but Xantares walks right through it. Knows that there's a smoke in sight. There's no way that his opponent's going to be facing around the front of it. So he's got some space to work with, and he snatches it. Native burning alive in the molly. Needs to be careful. Flashes right over the top. Calyx manages to tap in those digits and sneak away too. He is being watched from the double boxes. He's going to take the fights regardless. Krivda looking the wrong way, and Calyx is good for 2. Xantares, an incredible headshot onto Native. And how on earth does that go so horribly wrong? I mean, it's a round that you wouldn't be expecting BA to win anyway. They've done some decent damage, but in that scenario, 3-on-2, very, very winnable. Very winnable indeed if Krivda just swings to his right. Lands one bullet, would have been over. Aggression from Xantares as well. Great read on the first, even following up with the second as well. These buy rounds from B8 are just being absolutely crushed. This is a double AWP setup. This is a big investment, a big gamble that they're taking, and it's gone right in the bin. Molly forces back Wrinkle. The one-way smoke might work out here for B8. IMORR somewhat playing into it. Wrinkle finds the first shot as well, flicks around for the second. I thought there was no chance he'd get another, but somehow gets away with it. Now he's in a very, very powerful position. They need to clear their backside. There's no way they can commit to the plant knowing that they can be pushed from Ivy, and there's also a chance that Native could jump on top of these boxes, run through the smoke. Finally, they take care of him. Wrinkle, I feel like it's needless there for him to try and play around. Could have just stuck himself in Ivy, just waited for the plant. That's all he needed to do in that scenario, and instead he leaves himself exposed. Either way, his teammates are picking up the pieces. Krivda finds the headshot onto Issa. Now Woxic needs to stop the defuse. It's been tapped, but what is Krivda doing? Out in the open? Native now on the bomb. He's actually holding it. He's facing the other way, and look how powerful that is. That's just incredible. No defuse kit, but he's facing the opposite way. So Woxic knows that the bomb's close, and he's confused. After he finds the final kill, he's like, what? The guy's defusing through his legs with his back turned? Unbelievable. That's smart, though. I love that. 7-2. Got to be a little bit of a tilter there for Eternal Fire, but either way, they're still in control. They're looking like the better side here, so I wouldn't worry too much. For B8, it gives them a little bit of extra cash. Of course, last round, a full investment with a double AWP setup. This round, well, despite winning the last, that sort of money not available. An MP9 for mass amongst the ranks. Owner takes a lot of damage from that molly as well that spreads in a very weird way. Oh my goodness, the nade doing even more to him. 8 HP, and he's not even seen a single opponent. That's got to be tilting, especially after a full investment. He's got a util, he's got an M4. Woxic, he's ready for a peek. Not ready for one with a flash though. Zantares gets his head stripped off. Woxic wants to try and trade it, but knows that there's 3 there, and maybe the fight's not worth it. Either way, he wants to reaggress. Owner up close. I mean, he's only on 8 HP, but he knows Woxic's on the other side of this wall with an AWP, and his HP is kind of irrelevant if he gets shot with an AWP. Woxic's low as well, though, so needs to get the hell out of there. Interesting boost from IMORR. Might work out nicely, but as he jumps up, Native spots him. Headshot clean. And a 4v2. Eternal Fire, they found the man advantage, and from that point, they haven't really been able to do anything. It's actually been a really good round from BA. Owner's in an incredibly powerful position too. After being bullied at the start of the round. And kill, that is unreal. Absolutely unbelievable. How does he get away with that? 2 kills, technical pause. I'm interested to see what the technical pause is about. Maybe there was mega tilt after that owner play, because I would be watching it from our rose-tinted goggles, seeing the X-ray vision. He should not have got away with that. What was looking mega one-sided when the scoreline was 7-1. Now starting to slip away. 7-3, as I say, scoreline closing. Money depleting here for Eternal Fire as well. This will be the last buy that they can comfortably pull out before they'll have to drop down to an eco. Even now, in fact, no, it's not going to play out that way because they're going for the half buy here. Woxic has enough to go for the AK. He'll still have the money to go for that sniper in the next. For everybody else, keep 2k behind you and they'll have AKs moving forward. A round that I would never count them out of, to be honest. These guys very, very capable of winning scenarios like this, but one that they don't have a huge amount of equity in. Wrinkle. Early molly deployed. And they've got some information that there's at least some presence deep ramp. Woxic does spot out owner. He's the only man with the AK though, and to be honest, that might bait BA into thinking that Eternal Fire have a better buy than they do here. Because they did just about have enough to pull out a full AK investment if they wanted to, but they opted against it. They went for the half buy and said, we'll go for the full healthy investment in the next. Wary, there's a man behind sandbags. You're absolutely right, but there's no Molotov to clear it. IMORR needs to be super careful right now. He's literally holding it. And then as soon as he looks away, swing comes in. Wrinkle takes Woxic. 1-for-1, though. Not a bad engagement, especially in a round like this. Potential for one of those Deagles to upgrade to the M4 later in the round. Too risky to go there now, but if they can take site control, that will definitely be on the cards. The issue is, oh my goodness, this boost? That's incredible. I've never actually seen that boost before. That's really, really cool. Gives a brilliant sight line over towards the boxes if anyone's holding on top of it. Owner was there, just a little bit lower. He's made his position known. They should be aware. The Deagle firing through. Calix can't find the shot, though. Native brings the numbers back in their favor. A lot of damage taken, though. I thought it was going to be difficult for them to get on the site and get the C4 planted without a smoke, but they seem to have done so absolutely grandly. Zantara is a beautiful headshot. And now a 3-on-3. Two of their opponents are incredibly low. These Deagles are now deadly. Ona finding Issa, though, and Zantara needs to fight his way out of the corner. IMORR there to support him with the AK-47. And the final man, it's Hictor, and he's only got a couple of points of health, and Zantara doesn't care. Deagle shot to the head. He doesn't know what body shot means. Unreal. Eternal Fire, they make it 8 off of the back of a Deagle buy round. Unbelievable. Great opening kill from IMORR there as well. You know, Kremer used to say he had a better beard than IMORR. I don't think that's applicable anymore. That is, whew. 5v3. No real shot at a retake here for B8. And they've already accepted that. C4 yet to go down, though. As the smoke rains in, Hictor will pop a nade on the site, but it doesn't even look like they're attempting to get back onto this B site right now. With Wrinkle finding that kill, might restore a little bit of faith in them. At this point, I think they're actually unsure where their opponents are coming in. Finally, they've come to the conclusion that it is B site. That little distraction over towards A kept them busy for a few seconds, and with Ona falling, it is going to be a hard save call. I can't imagine B8 even really look for exits here, even though they know that Eternal Fire's economy is on the ropes a little bit, so is theirs. So if they can keep these two rifles going into the next round, bear in mind they're on this max loss bonus, Wrinkle doesn't have to reinvest. Hictor could probably drop this over to Ona, or at least he can drop him an M4, and we'll see happy days. I think Chad have just caught up with that boost. It was actually insane. I'm really impressed with that boost. It seems so simple, but as I said, I've never seen it before. I've casted a lot of games of Vertigo. It's definitely something I'll be trying myself. If I can get 2 compliant teammates, which probably won't happen, so I probably won't be trying it myself, but I'll attempt it. I wonder how it looks on the other side as well, with all of those poles and scaffolding in the way. I wonder how visible the head that pokes over actually is. It's a big opening headshot. Crifter over on B. He has to deploy his smoke. Blows his cover a little bit there. IMORR checks it. Knows there's a chance he could still be lingering here, but it's more than likely that he's fallen away. And as Crifter plays off of the flashbang, spams through that smoke, he's right, there's someone there, but it's IMORR and he's on the other side. Still lingering through it, pushes in, gets the kill. Crifter not aware of what's just happened to him. A trade does come through elsewhere, but Calix is still pressing forward up towards the E-box, spots the man backside, knows there's another close. He's dancing around, but he's got to reload. It doesn't matter. He falls, but Woxic's there to avenge him. It all falls onto Hictor. 2-on-1. Spots the man back pillar. Damage onto IMORR, but more damage dealt from the nade that lands just above his head. And Woxic, overkill, maybe just a little. The guy's on 11 HP and he's just headshot him with an AWP. Doesn't get a lot better than that. 10-3. Really, really one-sided stuff here. Woxic. On the opponent with a boost over towards Ivy. An 8-step comes through, doesn't do a lot of damage. I think they were hoping there'd be someone behind those sandbags. That's not the case. Krivdev will re-aggress though. Get up close off the back of the flashbang. It's perfect. Both of them were blinded. There's an opportunity there for him to find at least one kill, but he can't. Completely fluffs it. Now they're in trouble as the re-aggression comes in. Calyx with both. That is superb. Owner and Hictor. What they can do here. Ooh, just as I say that. It's a nice headshot. IMORR's been hurt. Hictor now maybe in a little bit of trouble, but he fights his way out. He's desperate to hold on to this AK. I think he might be able to, you know. Aware that there's someone close to this ladder. He's actually up at the top of it. It's Woxic's sniper though, so that'd be quite a hefty prize if he could find it. And yeah, actually a decent amount of damage. Bear in mind, yeah, B8 were just going for exit frags there. The thing is that the goal for them was to save. They weren't necessarily looking for those exit frags. The economic damage means nothing. We're going into the last round of the half, and Eternal Fire have got tons of money behind them. Round number 15, final of the half. For B8, there's a buy, there's rifles, there's no AWP though, and attempted early aggression towards B. I mean, it hasn't paid off at all so far this half, and it's not going to pay off here in the final round of it either. Native gets his head stripped off instantly by Calyx, who's ready. Molly lands right into the smoke as well. No impact there. Big old waste of $600. Woxic ready for a peek. No one's going to give it to him just yet. But as he starts to creep around, Owner just not ready there at all. Woxic's so fast, so smart as well. Not the angle you'd be expecting an AWPer to peek from. Not when there's the risk that someone could swing sandbags. But it's all about reading the game. It's all about reading your opponents and what they've been doing so far. This map, Woxic, early round, has pretty much been holding that sandbags angle every time, and no one swung it. He's confident that no one plays that position. Zantares, the angle just let go of just a little bit too early. Unfortunate. Either way, they've still got the man advantage. He does slip away with minimal HP to spare. Look at that. Oh my goodness, Woxic. What? I think he can spot the foot there through the hole in the pallet, and there you go. Just like that. Flank eliminated, 12-3. Unbelievable half there for Eternal Fire. As I said before, this is Vertigo. This is their turf. Like, you would expect them to win this map. It's going to be map 2 and 3 where it really does kind of come into question, but right now they're just looking head and shoulders above their opponents. I feel like you could throw them on any map right now. You could throw them on Season. You could throw them on Aztec. And it'd still win. Second half pistol underway. The outcome, I don't think means a whole lot, but B8 win it might just about keep them in the game. Some would say it's too far gone. I think it's possible if they take the pistol. Not likely though. If Eternal Fire win it, I think it's probably game over. Zantares up close. Here's all of that util. Knows that there's a decent chance that a push is coming through, and well, he's absolutely right, but his aim is just pinpoint. Beautiful headshot onto Hictor. They do push through though, and they start to realize, oh my goodness, it's a fake. All of that util was thrown by one man, and the rest of them are over towards B. As soon as Calyx takes contact though, now they're wrapping back to A. This is some crazy around the world strat here from B8. I want to say it's undecisive, but it's actually smart as hell. The fake, then the contact on B, as soon as they realize that they don't have an empty B bomb site and that their fake hasn't completely fooled everybody, which it never would, then they go back to A. Now, it's been moderately successful, but it's not going to win them the round. Zantares with 2 beautiful headshots at the end, and Cowboy mode as the Jawleys reign supreme as well. Really, really solid. Eternal Fire, that's 13. They should be able to close out this map off of it. Just an eco here for B8. Not a lot else they can really do here. And Tara's with the nade. That's a great nade. A lot of damage. 50 points of it. 53, in fact. Further damage dealt. Hector just has to get out of there. Of course, they're on an eco. They're not really expecting a lot here. There's a couple of Deagles in the ranking. No Kevlar behind it, though. Wrinkle hoping to do some damage yet, getting boosted up. And Calix is not ready for that at all. That is a smart play. If Wrinkle can find another, then potential for a bomb plant. He's done lots of damage onto IMORR. And Krifta follows up. I mean, I don't think the round is in contention with all of these players Kevlarless. I think they should just be torn to shreds. But the fact they found 2 kills and a bomb plant, at the very least, is pretty impressive as they continue to push through. Krifta strips the head of Woxic, shoots it right off his shoulders. You know, this is possible. Zantares, damage onto the site. Krifta needs to follow up with another shot here, though, as Issa, he finds one. Zantares follows up with another, and he actually finds the final 2. Oh, that came a little close for comfort if you're an Eternal Fire fan. They do take it over the top, 14-3. And to be honest, whilst it's an impressive round there from B8 to bring it as close as it did, you're not going to be sweating too much. It's 13-3, or would have been 13-4 had they have lost the round. Now it's 14-3. It doesn't really matter. You can brush it off and say it's all right. Still, so much discipline. I commended last game Trasco, the fact that they had a 14-1 half and they were still playing super serious. Really disciplined Counter-Strike. There was no kind of silly buys. There was no crazy over-aggression or anything like that. Stuff that you see when a team's super confident and they've got a crazy score lead. It's not even like necessarily they're playing for round difference or anything like that. It's a single elimination playoff bracket. Just want to assert their dominance here, especially in the first map of a series. The greater margin they can win by, the more pressure they apply here to B8. 5v2. This is for match point here for Eternal Fire. Wrinkle with a nice headshot. Calix can't win the duel at that kind of range. The spray control's just not there, but for Wrinkle it is. Possibility. No AWP here on the defense, and the rifles, they seem to be struggling a little, but the bomb being left behind is their demise, as Krifta has to go back and get it. Woxic finishes him on the flank, and Issa, well, he isolates and eliminates the final man. 15-3, and it could be 16 here. Just to be honest, B8 don't have a lot behind them. It's a buy. It's definitely a weak one. Desert Eagle on native. Victor with the Galil, the rest of the 3 on the AK-47s. Woxic, early nades. IMORR with the opening kill. Does get traded. Wrinkles there to bounce it right back, but Woxic with a frag onto Owner. Got really, really aggressive there at the scaffolding. Didn't work out for him. Man advantage here for Eternal Fire. Native has found himself a weapon, though. Previously just on the Deagle. Now with an M4A4. As IMORR got aggressive towards the ramp, he kind of gifted it to him. But he did take one before it, for his troubles. Calix. Still on the angle. The Molotov doesn't spread to his position. Lots of damage dealt. Look at that. Picked it down on 5 HP as they press through. That's it. It's got to be game over here. Just spamming through the smoke, not even looking at their opponents, not even giving them that level of respect. Just spam away. Game over. There you go. Xantares further damage. Both of these members combined HP at 13 right now. And Issa will swing eventually and finish this one off, I'm sure.